I absolutely love this section and I hope that you do too. But if you don't, that's okay. Maybe we can convert you. I find that students often just try and memorize the trig work. And I want to encourage you to work through this section and make sure that you've got a good understanding of this section. And if you think about it, grade 10s, up to this point, we, for example, have the theorem of Pythagoras that helps us find missing side lengths in a 90-degree triangle. And we've got the sum of angles of a triangle to help us find missing angles. But now Trig breaks open this whole new world for us where when we've got a missing side and we've got some angles, then we can combine those two to got more ways of finding missing angles and missing sides in our triangles with using trigonometry. Okay, let's look at all the concepts for your grade 10 trig. And there's going to be some new symbols being introduced from the Greek alphabet. So they are just like we used to in equations, we see X and Y. So now for our angles, we just use our theta and our alpha, etc. from the Greek alphabet. Trigonometry just meaning it is the measuring of triangles. You need to make sure, like previous knowledge, like we need to do Pythag accurately, we need to consider rounding, and then equations is always very important. Then we're going to focus on our calculator work, how to use our calculator accurately. And finally, we are going to make use of more buttons on our calculators in this section and make sure that we can do that accurately. Then we're just going to study the trig ratios and how to use them to solve triangles, find angles, find sides. Then we've got the reciprocals for our trig ratios. We're going to look at trig equations, very important, solving for x in our trig equations. And then we're going to work on the Cartesian plane. We're going to look at the unit circle or the cast diagram, however this is known to you. So working this, this is such an important idea to understand. Then we're going to look at some two-dimensional problems where they can make this a real life problem of how high is the building or how far away are you from your buddy or whatever. But it's using triangles to find missing angles, missing sides. So using that in a real life situation. And then we're going to look at when they ask you to find the value of certain expressions or whatever without using a calculator. And then we're going to make use of our special angles and making diagrams, drawing diagrams without using our calculator to find the value of specific given things. And then we've got our functions. These ideas are not disjointed and just disconnected from one another. They all work together to help us to solve trig problems. Okay, let's get going.